finishing last season, we found out quickly that we can play with anyone in this league. And going into this offseason, one of our key talking points was don't beat ourselves. Don't let Samford beat Samford. And, we're going to continue to do what we do, not change much on the offense because it proved to work this past spring. And, go out and compete every single game and, try and just repeat what we did.
Did you learn anything about yourself as a quarterback or person after your successful year last year personally?
Personally, it felt good to win the job, and just because I've been here for going on 6 years now, it's good to see my hard work paying off. But it's really guys around me that allowed me to play so well. They have, really been the key point for our offense, just getting the guys the ball out wide and guys up front. They're the MVPs of the game every single week, and I'm thankful for them.
What is it like preparing for not one, but 2 seasons in a single calendar year?
Well, like Coach Hatcher said, he gives us a lot of time off. It's been really nice to have our weekends, but we do get in every Monday and go to work. Whenever we hit that field, we switch, we turn the light on, and we go to work. It won't be that bad.
What are the expectations for the offense now in the fall?
Just to do better than we did in the spring. We proved that we are the best offense in the SoCon, and now we just have to go out and go back to work and prove it again this fall.
We know about your relationship with Duck and how much you've learned, and you actually sound like him in terms of crediting and giving all the props to your linemen, your running backs, your wide receivers. What was it like? This is really neat. You broke his single-season record when he was here, the single-game record against VMI. You talked to him about that, and what was that like?
It was a short conversation. It wasn't honestly something I harped on too much because, it ended up being a loss for us. That was honestly the hardest part about it. I didn't, there was no celebrating that at all. But after the game, I was able to talk to him a little bit, and we exchanged a few laughs about that.
This question was asked to Coach about having, less restrictions because of COVID. We're going to have more fans in the stands. Is that going to feel any different, especially after having a spring season, just to see a crowded student section in a full stadium?
I can't wait. My phone's been blowing up from family members. Can't wait. They were stuck at home watching on television, and they've got season tickets this year, so they can't wait to get back in the stands.
We just like Coach and Liam said, we're well rested, been preparing. We had our time to, chill out and relax, recover, so we're ready.
Did it feel weird to play in the spring after everything? Because we went through the doubts. We didn't know there was going to be a football season, and then you play in the spring. Did it feel weird? It was kind of fun to play in the spring.
It felt a little weird playing in the spring because that's usually when we're doing spring ball. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Liam talked about season tickets with his family, excited to get 100% back. How important is that for you guys on the field to have 100% capacity?
It's very important. Just seeing all the fans, like friends, family, loved ones in the stands, cheering us on and stuff like that. It just gives you that extra go. You got to win for your friends, family, and your loved ones, and all the fans, because they're coming out to support you.
There were some games where it was kind of on the cusp of winning, and you guys kind of let some go. What's different this year about this team, for you guys, confidence-wise, going into this year?
We just been harping on finishing. A lot of those games that we lost at the end of the game, we're up 2 scores going into the fourth quarter. So just been harping on finishing, finishing every rep, finish every play. So that's been our main focus.
A lot of times that offense, they've been so explosive, especially since, with Liam last year. And a lot of times they score pretty quickly, and you guys are right back out on the field. How difficult is that, and what can you, what are you guys trying to prove this year on your defensive side?
We love our offense. They score very fast and often. It's just on the defense to be better. We got to get those stops, so we have to be better in that sense. Just get those stops because we know our offense is going to score fast.
So defensively for you guys, have you looked at any teams in the SoCon that stick out to you right now, or they're all the same common opponent at this point? You've got some pretty good teams in the conference this year.
Everybody's different in their own style and way, but we don't look at anybody different as a different opponent, a different team. We approach every game the same way.
I've got a question too. Last year, you were under the radar going in, okay? And then by mid-season, you were on everyone's radar, okay? Did you sense near the end of the year and then going into this year, teams are going to try to avoid your area on the field, trying to avoid throwing that way?
Yes, sir, but, you know, that's out of my control. All I can do is just do my job every time on the field, just making sure I'm doing my job, doing my responsibility, so when the play comes to me, that I'll make the play.
Going into this year, obviously expectations, confidence level with your guys' team on the offensive side, the same quarterback that is, and that's got to, guys, give you an edge going into this year.
Most definitely. With Liam, I mean, the guy's the ultimate competitor. Like he's gonna get the job done every time. So I mean, I'm just excited to get out there with him and do exactly what we did in the spring, if not better. I know we're gonna do better, so just excited to get out there and play.
Talking about doing better, there were some games that you guys kind of let slip away. Is that the mantra of the season?
Yeah, so basically what Chris was saying, Chris Edmonds, how he said finish, that's our main goal this year is finishing. We see that we can put up the points and, you know what I'm saying, hang with anybody in the conference. So we just got to finish the games. That's all it is.
What are the expectations for the offense? You just said you think they can be better.
Score. No turnovers this year, because I mean that was our biggest thing. We'll score a lot of points and then get towards the third or fourth quarter and slow it down and make just mental errors, false starts, throw interceptions that didn't need to. You know what I'm saying? Just small things like that. Just fixing the mental errors that we made on ourselves and just doing that.
We asked the other players this. You know, you guys had a spring season. What is it like to not get ready for one, but 2 seasons in a calendar year?
For me personally, I liked it because I love football. I mean, we here playing football, doing what we love. I just love football, so I liked it. I loved it actually. So it was good.
When you pitch that change to the FCS, hey, we can play 2 seasons.
That's for sure. Like, it was no problem for us. Like they said, we get enough rest. Coach has to give us enough rest and everything. So we're good. We're ready. We're definitely ready.
What is the biggest assets and the strength of being an All-American returner? Not just a guy who handles kicks and punts, but to take it to that level. So I'm kind of curious your approach. Is it I run fast, I try to hit the hole before anybody gets there, I'm looking at the field, I'm using my blockers. What's your approach on that?
Punt return, to be honest with you, is you back there and your guys up front. You trust them to make the block, and I mean, you have to make a play. For me personally, I tell all my guys I'm going to score. No question about it. That's my job. I don't care if I got to catch it on the 1, 2. I don't fair catch. There's no fair catching. This time when I'm back there, we going to score. Give my defense a break. Give my offense a break. Don't worry about it, guys. It's on me. I got you. I'm going to score.
Excitement this year, just in general. Quick turnaround, but we kind of talked to everyone else about it. What are your thoughts on the quick turnaround?
I mean, you hear a lot of people talking about, you know, having the spring season right back in the fall, but to me it kind of feels like it's been forever. You know, just kind of how Montrell said, I think when you love football, when you're not playing, you're just ready to get back out there. So I'm excited. It doesn't seem like it's been 2 short months. It seems like it's been a full off season, especially the work with Coach Mathers. So I feel like we'll be ready to roll.
You know, we keep on talking about the high-powered offense that Samford's had, you know, the last year or whatever, but what is the defense going to bring this year? You know, your coach says this is a pretty balanced team. What can the defense bring this year?
I think last year, every game we kind of put another puzzle piece together. So I think rolling into this year, we can keep that momentum going. And Coach Hatcher talking about just being super aggressive this year, 60 full minutes of just putting pressure on the opposing offense. And doing our job and getting the ball back to our explosive offense. So.
And you talk about that offense, and it just seems like every time we ask someone, they light up. Quarterback coming back, already getting awards, and the coach and him are going to be doing some special things, I'm sure, this year. How does that help you on the defensive side when you know they're going to put up some points?
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Team that scores the most points wins. So knowing if we do our job, give them the ball, they're going to put points up, and then we get to go right back out there and do it all over again. So it's exciting and it's fun, and the high-power, fast offense gives us more opportunity to put our defense on display on the field, so it's a great complementary game.